Hello and welcome to another tedious live stream. Today we're going to do a convoy escort mission. This is probably the first proper mission I've actually done with the Apache or in DCS. Most of the stuff I do is randomly generated myself, just kind of little missions. But today we're going to do an escort, convoy escort mission from FOB Thunder to FOB Clark. It's 05:30 in the morning. It should take us about an hour to get there. We're two UK Apaches escorting American convoy. The trip is 86 kilometers. Previous known dangers are like insurgents and stuff on the route, but it's all randomly generated, so it could be a case of we'll fly all the way there and there's like 2 events, or it could be absolute World War III. So yeah, we'll get going. The convoy is ready to leave at the moment. I'm going to pause the convoy because I've got to do a start up on the helicopter first, and then we should be good to go. Feel free to leave a comment if you're watching this live, or a comment if you're watching it in the future. Thank you very much. Let's turn my head tracking on. So that is the sister ship.
We are just leaving FOB Thunder to resupply FOB Clark. It's 05:30, ETA 0650. We heard you are to provide escort. The convoy will follow the planned route that should be marked on your map. The 86-kilometer journey is known to be dangerous. Previous convoys have been recently targeted by insurgents. IEDs are also known to be in the area. If you need us to stop or check something fishy, just radio in. We'll be listening.
Cool, right, what I'm going to
team. This is Convoy
when he's finished chatting.
Let's do this right and bring everyone home safe. Good luck out there.
Cool, I'm going to hold the convoy.
The convoy is stopping!
Chill. I'm going to hold the convoy so we can get started in the Apache. I've got the battery on, the communications are up. I've aligned the artificial horizon, which is the backup. We'll start the APU. And so I've been mucking around with this Apache for about a week now, or maybe longer than that, and starting to get a bit of a grip on it. It does seem to have a bit of a chokehold on me at some points, but I'm slowly winning. So because of the air density here, I'm running a full shipment of missiles, and my wingman is just taking 2 pods of rockets, simply because of it seems like he doesn't want to hover very well at this altitude. There's 2 Apaches coming in. Sorry, two Chinooks coming in. Switch them to night. So hopefully this goes well. It's the first time I've tried running this as is. Excuse me. As I say, this could all end in a big ball of flames. Make up with the boost pump for some reason. So I'm not turning that on, that's why. Muppet. See, stuff is going wrong straight away. So they're doing the automatic start now because I had an issue with the boost pump, which was down to me.
Engine 1 fire. Engine 1 fire.
That's just testing there.
Engine 1 fire. Engine 1 fire.
So start APU. So starting engine 2. I may have to restart this if this keeps playing about. We'll run with it as best we can. Engine 2. Coming up with a fuel transfer fail for some reason. That's not done that before. APU off. Fuel transfer auto. Crossfeed is normal. Boost is off. I'll do a quick restart on it. It won't take 2 seconds. I think because I flipped the battery back off, which is a bit stupid. So yeah, this is obviously the first mission I've done. We'll restart that quick. As I say, not everything goes to plan all the time, which is good. Keeps me learning. Right, so we've done the preamble, so we'll get on.
We are just leaving FOB Thunder to resupply FOB Clark. It's 0530, ETA 0650. We heard you are to provide escort. The convoy will follow the planned route that should be marked on your map. The The 86-kilometer journey is known to be dangerous. Previous convoys have been recently targeted by insurgents. IEDs are also known to be in the area. If you need us to stop or check something fishy, just radio in. We'll be listening. All right, team. This is
Looking
Convoy
good so far.
We're green across the board. Let's do this right and bring everyone home safe. Good luck out there.
APU is starting. Stop the convoy again.
The convoy is stopping!
Okay. Cool, APU is up. Put some lights on. Primary, standby, floodlight, signal. So I need to foresight a bit quick. This is always a pain. Mirrors, damn it. Right, so engine 1. Good. Engine 2. He's up and running a little bit. Engine 2.
Rotor RPM low.
APU off. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I think I accidentally clicked that instead of the cover on that. So knackered that up.
Roger.
Get the co-pilot up and running.
My helmet's port-sided. Powering up the FCR. RLWR coming on. Startup complete.
Nice. Okay, so we're good to go. We'll get off, do a lap, see where the convoy is, and we'll let the convoy go.
FCR startup complete.
Rotor RPM low.
So I'm pretty heavy with the missiles and stuff, so I need to get some bit airspeed going on. Once I get rid of some of this fuel, I'll be good. Okay, so we're going to go live on him. He's going to be controlling the missiles.
Pausing Hellfire.
Get him
Aircraft
scanning.
armed. Scanning.
Okay, so the convoy's on the road ready to go. Yeah, we're 8,000 feet already. That's what it's. That's what's causing the issues with the whole lift situation and being overweight. So F10. Start convoy.
Ground units
Starting the
detected.
convoy!
Cool. So the convoy, they're heading out. Picking up targets already.
Aircraft safe.
See him moving along the road down there. Turn up the flow a little bit. This iHads is awesome because I can look through kind of the bottom of the cockpit through the displays and see the terrain and the stuff below me. Right, so I'm going to go live on the cannon. So I'm controlling the 30mm gun, and George is controlling missiles. So I'm going to get him to scan the road ahead.
Aircraft's armed. Roger. D-slave. Scanning with TADS.
Now I'm going to put his display up on the left hand MFD so I can see what he's looking at. So don't want to be shooting civilians if I can help it. See, that's the difference already, because normally they go up that road in front of me there, but they're carrying straight on, taking the other road. Yeah, that fuel issue was down to me, I think, switching off the battery while in mid-startup. Kind of like pulling the plug on your PC halfway through the boot up sequence, which isn't good. Right, let's have a look, see if we can see the road. So they're going to carry on along this road through the mountains. A couple of villages and a couple of choke points which I'm not keen on, but that is Afghanistan. Down on E a little bit. And go back to daytime. Yeah, I'm going to keep kind of pushing forward at the convoy a little bit just to check the road. Seeing anything at the minute. So this part of the road isn't too bad. There's a village on the left hand side which may be causing some issues. So I'll get George to have a look over
and
there.
And slaving. Deslaving.
He's picking up part of the convoy, which isn't a problem. Scanning again. This is a first real choke point coming up here, but there doesn't seem to be anything there.
And saved.
The convoy will kind of spot if they're about to run over an IED, which is good. Need to get some altitude actually. And what I'll do is, if they spot anything, I'll tell them to stop. Let them send the EOD team forward, and they can clear it, unless I can clear it from the air. But I've got to be careful because they're not identifying as enemy, they'll be civilian. So it's best to let them deal with it because they can see the situation from the ground a little bit better than I can. So I've got the radar up and going, so I should be able to pick up targets further away as well. continuously keep him scanning stuff. Just down on my right hand side. Okay, that looks village.
Roger. D-slave. Scanning.
Picking up anything yet? Is that contact rear?
And slaving. D-slave.
Two buses by the look of it. Coming up behind the convoy quite quick. One truck, one bus. Okay. Keep an eye on them. Hopefully they won't catch a convoy up too soon. So I do like this mission because it's completely random. So it may be easy or may be difficult. If it's difficult, I'm going to be a pile of twisted metal pretty soon. It's good practice. I've also got this version on the Syrian map as well, so I may end up playing that. That's quite a nice landscape. I mean, this is nice, but it's quite vast. Deserty bits. Okay, we have something up ahead. So the markers are on, so I can see points of interest.
And slaving. D-slaving.
We got a civilian truck, a bus and a car. Truck. I don't like that park that close to the road, if I'm honest. We may stop the convoy a little bit. If they don't spot it, I'll stop them and get them to check it out. It's just after a little town as well, which is tickling my spidey senses. too far from waypoint 1
Air
either.
support, Convoy lead. We've got something on the road up ahead.
Yeah, they've spotted it. Okay. We'll stop the convoy there.
The convoy is stopping!
Get them to investigate with...
DODS are investigating the suspected IED. Stand by!
Slaving. Deslaving.
Yeah.
No IED found! The convoy may continue!
Cool. They've cleared it. They're happy. Let them go.
Roger! Starting the convoy!
Those buses are getting close at the rear. Need to keep the convoy going.
Searching.
Scanning again. You're not like that.
Roger. Slaving. Deslave.
They should pick this up pretty soon.
Convoy lead. Calling
Yeah,
air
got it.
Visual on unidentified obstruction risk. U.S. aerial confirmation. Routing system. Over. The convoy is stopping! DODS are investigating the suspected IED. Stand by! IED found! Stand clear for VIP!
Gonna
Fire
blow
in
the
the hole!
ID.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
ID neutralized.
Roger! Starting the convoy!
Buses are hanging about. Yeah, so we've just cleared one IED. There's probably going to be more. The two buses that I was concerned about are now in front of the convoy. So that's a little bit less of a worry. See the smoke from the IED blast. Let's get him scanning again.
Scanning.
Set off. this is where we start hitting the really bad choke points. There's no way for this convoy to be going anywhere else other than this road. So I need to keep my eyes peeled. Yeah, they're no threat. See, those two were together at one point, which was kind of concerning, but now they're ahead of the convoy. Haven't had to fire a flipping shot yet. Need to be mindful that I'm at 10,000 feet now in a helicopter fully armed with Christ knows how many missiles, and I'm a bit heavy. I need to keep some decent airspeed. Still got a wingman, which is nice. He hasn't planted it into a mountain. So I have got the markers turned on just so I can easily identify the convoy. I will eventually, when I get better at it, turn all that sort of stuff off, so I'm having to kind of use the onboard sensors a bit more.
Scanning for targets.
So these missions are absolutely spot on. I've got a notepad somewhere. This is a mission I found on the DCS user files, originally by a guy called OGMA, but it was converted, reaching over, converted by JAROGROZNI to work with the Afghanistan map. So it's basically point A to B with half a gajillion options for random stuff to happen in between times. Like I said, this could be we've had one IED so far, we've not had anything insurgent wise other than that, but it could end up being World War flipping 3. They don't have, as far as I'm aware, any anti-air capability, so it is going to be just insurgents. But 7.62 rounds still hurt. Okay, so the convoy is going up through the mountains now. It's going to slow down as it goes through this section, which is going to be a bit of an issue. I've got George scanning. I'm not seeing anything at the moment. I am relying on George a hell of a lot to assist with the weapons in the front. He's scanning through the FCR fire control radar and the IHADs and the TADs, and I'm just kind of visually looking out the window and trying to fly the heli. We're getting up high now. The stability systems are starting to have a bit of an issue, which is normal. Just got to be wary of it. Clear the trim, just to relieve the load on the kind of stability program. Oh, hello, you're close. Reaching for the notepad again. So yeah, these two helis, I found the skin for the livery for 662 Squadron 3 Regiment Army Air Corps, which is a UK regiment. So we're running them liveries on this mission. Hence the UK supporting our American friends on a convoy mission. Yeah, I don't like the slowness of this convoy at the minute. Something down there, which isn't looking nice.
Roger. D-slave.
Right. 109 Land Rover. Purely because it's a Land Rover, I'm going to say it's more likely or not to be friendly. But maybe that's what they want me to think. So we're going to keep an eye on that for now. Don't like that they're catching these buses though. How are we doing on fuel? Okay, yeah, we got stacks of fuel.
Scanning with TADS.
I was pretty much full fuel, full fuel and full weapons when I took off, which was what was causing the issues. We're now up to about 10,000 feet. I was hoping to have got rid of some of these missiles by now, but unfortunately not. I'm on full capacity with the gun as well, so I've got 1,200 rounds. That reminds me, actually, I need to set that to weapon. Set that to the TADS. And set that back to video. Cool. Come on, George,
Scanning
scan.
with TADS.
Convoy are just coming over the crest of the hill now. Looks like a quite nice road to drive, to be fair, if it wasn't laden with IEDs and people that want to shoot you in the face. Land Rover still parked there, it's not moved, so depends which way the convoy are going. If they go down to the bottom of the road and do a right, that's going to come into play. If they go left, this should be okay. After a while this will get easier to control because I'm burning fuel off all the time, so I'm lightening the load a little bit. Do be getting rid of some of the gun ammo and missiles, but unfortunately I can't engage everything. Contrary to popular belief, there is rules of engagement. Hence why I'm sat here with a four full racks of missiles.
Convoy leads to air support. We've got a possible Confirm. Check and advise we need to stop or if it's safe to proceed. Over. The convoy is stopping! EODS are investigating the suspected IED. Stand by.
Scanning with TADS.
They found another IED. Not sure whether that was that Land Rover or they've spotted something else.
IED found! Stand clear for VIP! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Yeah. Cheeky buggers. It's a Land Rover, that's sacrilege.
Roger! Starting the convoy!
Get some altitude, I think. Right, so we passed waypoint 1, we're now on to waypoint 2, which is over there. So at the moment it's just been IEDs, which they have been able to spot early, which is good. Something coming towards the convoy now. What is that?
Slaving. Deslave.
Another bus. Shouldn't be an issue. Coming away from the convoy, which isn't an issue.
Searching.
Doing about 110 knots at 9,500 feet, which is probably a little bit lower than I would want to be, but we need to keep an eye on this convoy. Preferably without hitting mountains.
Searching.
easy to get sucked into these canyons at the minute. Got to be careful not to lose too much altitude. Luckily that just looks like a civilian bus. Nothing to worry about. So we're just under 10 kilometers off of waypoint 2.
Scanning with TADS.
Coming up ahead.
And slaving. Deslave.
It's that bus again. Cool. I'll leave them alone. They're the ones that passed the convoy earlier on. Well, we've entered the little bit of a valley. We've come over the mountain pass, which was the big choke point I was more concerned about. Because there wasn't really anywhere for them to escape if needs be. Aircraft is performing okay. Stacks of fuel. Currently at about 84% throttle, simply because I'm up high. I am gaining a bit of altitude though, just above 10,500 feet, doing 86 knots. I don't want to be going through cloud.
Scanning with TADS.
Yes, this is the first kind of proper mission I've done with DCS. Although it is a user-generated mission, it's still good practice. Lost sight of the ground on the left. See if I can see anything with the flare.
Scanning for targets.
Slight over temperature. And the pipes cool down a little bit. Yeah, I've got another good mission as well. There's one where it's literally just a landing and taking off training, but it puts like smoke. You take off in a whatever aircraft, helicopter, and it will put smoke down where you need to land, and it will give you like how close you were to the smoke when you landed. So that's quite handy. I've been doing that quite a bit in this and the Gazelle. I may do a mission on the Gazelle. That's a bit of another British icon, helicopter wise.
Slaving. Deslaving.
Yeah, I've got George mapped to my numpad on my keyboard, but I'm thinking it might be better if I get it mapped to one of the buttons on my throttle. It may be easier to control, save me having to take my hand off the throttle. Excuse me. Okay, so we're 6 Ks out from waypoint 2. Clear those targets. To video. Trouble being is I'm gonna, at this altitude, I'm gonna struggle to hover and land with these amount of rockets on. The fuel shouldn't be an issue, that's burning off nicely. But the weight of the guns and rockets is gonna be a bit of an issue. Yeah, so we're down to about 800 pounds of fuel, front and rear tanks, which isn't too bad.
Scanning.
Yeah, back down to a bit more sensible altitude now, the air's a bit denser. Still can't get rid of this cough as before Christmas. Two seconds, I'm just going to grab a drink. Right, I'm back. Yeah, I need a can of Monster. Yeah, so it's been nothing but IEDs at the minute. We've had 2 confirmed IEDs out of 3. We've not lost anyone on the convoy. Starting to head into another little valley, which is a little bit more populated. It looks like a FOB here. A little town further on. I'm just going to scan the town quick. We'll get George to have a look.
And deslaving.
Yeah, there's a civvy truck there. What's he doing? That's the trouble, you've got to give everyone the benefit of the doubt until they start shooting at you, which is a bit... trying to fight with one hand tied behind your back. Right, so we've just passed waypoint 2, we're on to waypoint 3 now. We've only had to stop the convoy a couple of times for those IEDs, so we should be on time, hopefully. Looks like a
Roger, slaving.
military
That'll be
base
slaving.
down there. So I'm willing to bet they're not going to try anything around here. It's probably going to be further on. Directly below me,
Searching.
which is always good. Clear the trim. We're starting to come down altitude wise as well now. We've come over the mountains and back down in the valleys, so I'm getting better control on the helicopter. Give another quick check of the fuel. 700 front, 720 rear. We will burn more up high. When we get down low, it should be a little bit better. Need to get rid of these rockets. I don't have to halt the convoy and head back to base, and rearm and refuel. Fly back out again. In hindsight, maybe I should have stuck with 2 pods of rockets and an extended fuel tank. We're about 50% through the fuel at the minute. We're about 50% through the journey, so not doing too bad.
Contact bearing 084.1.
Oh shit.
Contact bearing 084.1.
Scanning for targets.
Contact bearing
And slave.
084.1.
Deslave.
Contact bearing 104.1.
Blazing.
Contact bearing
Constraints.
110.0. Contact bearing 110.0.
Good effects on target.
Contact bearing 110.0.
2, 1, engage ground targets.
Flight. Engage targets of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm getting shot at now.
Roger. Engaging target. Engage defensive.
Oh, convoy.
The convoy is stopping!
Need to deal with this a bit quick. Having said that, there's half a dozen of them
Engaging
sat.
target.
I need to get back round.
Running in.
Right, my wingman's running in.
Scanning.
Come on, George, pick a target, for God's sake. Do a UE a bit quick. Scanning.
Roger. Now deslaved. Laser on. Give me constraints. Roger.
Rockets away.
He's running in with rockets, good lad. I'm hitting a barn door with a banjo, as usual. Right, head down the valley, get some distance, and let George fire some rockets. I'm just saying I need to get rid of these rockets. Christ. Went a bit low there, that was silly.
Can't fire yet.
Running in.
Can't engage yet. Not ready to engage. Roger.
I think I've got a few, but my wingman is doing the majority of it.
Rockets away.
Constraints. Put me. We're out of constraints. We're out of constraints. Target destroyed.
Got one. Right, I don't want to get low and slow.
Running in.
Come on, George. No, it's my fault. Trying to get you in those constraints.
And slaving. Deslaving. Laser on.
One.
Laser. Target destroyed. Scanning for targets.
One of the truck there, just over there. I think we've got them. A bit concerned about that. There was a truck there a minute ago. There's still one little pickup truck. Right there. This valley is getting tight. I do not like this at all. Did I get him? Didn't know. I missed him. God damn it. Oh, it's another one there, isn't it? Let's get George on the gun because I can't hit
Gun lost.
thing.
Searching.
Back. God damn it. Class them as dead because they're not shooting at me. Right, so 10 and convoy.
Roger! Starting the convoy!
Right, we got rid of some rockets and some rounds, so we're quite light again now. Two is back with me. So I think he did most of the work on that one. I'm just on for the jolly at the minute. Right, where is this flipping convoy gone? I think they were behind me. They're behind me. There you are. Right, we'll put him back on missiles.
Hellfire's up.
I'm having the gun. Still got 2 full racks of missiles. Oh, what's that now?
Roger. D-slave.
Yeah, that's going to need looking at. Yeah.
Got something blocking the road ahead. Need a quick look.
10, 2.
The convoy is stopping!
F10, F3.
EODS are investigating the suspected IED. Stand by.
Yeah, 100% it's going to be an IED.
hole!
Big
Fire
bada
in the
boom.
hole! Fire in the hole!
Yeah, IED in an ambush. And F1.
Roger! Starting the convoy!
Scanning.
I needed fuel. Yet. About halfway between the two. I could head up to Gost, I suppose. Right, I'm gonna we'll stop the convoy here. I'm gonna head back to Thunder and fuel up. So convoy. Yeah, solid. We'll have to do it. F10.
The convoy is stopping!
Okay, so I'm going to leave my Apache here. Leave the my wingman here. Hold position.
Flight. Anchor here. Hill, copy.
I'm going to fly back and get some fuel. He's going to run out of fuel as well, so I'll get him to return to
Flight.
base.
RTB. Hill, copy.
Apaches are off station for refueling.
Flight. Join up.
Yeah, I'll put a full load of fuel on, rearm the gun and take a couple of racks of missiles off. So I'm not going to need them. Convoy just going to have to look after itself for 10 minutes. Could have gone to that forward FOB that we're actually headed to, but it means flying over territory I haven't cleared. Follow that road back. Next time, less missiles, more fuel. Yeah, refuel, lose some of these rockets because I don't need a full stack, and then head back to the convoy. Let's get rid of that in a minute. Yeah, I didn't make a mark of where I took off, so it's going to be somewhere ahead of me. Left. Right, safe the guns. Where the fun bit comes, me trying to land the stupid thing. Because I've still got 2 full racks of missiles. I've used up half my gun ammo, but she's still going to be heavy. I'm only going back out with 2 racks. I'm getting rid of the 3rd and 4th rack. That should be the base over there. Confirm.
Roger. Be slave.
Yeah. So, 1, go to base.
Flight RTB. Roger.
Leave the trim. I should only need to land anywhere in that area down there. Exit list. Say I'm heavy. I don't know which way the wind is going. Hit ground effect and get sucked into the tarmac. Yeah, I know which way the wind's going now. Christ. Brakes on, or foot brake on anyway, car brake is off. On, clear that off a minute, get some fresh air. Right, ground crew, rearm, reload, so we're going to lose the inner pylons. Okay, fuel was 34%, we'll put that back up to 100, gun ammo back up to 100. That's fine.
Request refueling.
Oh look,
Request
forklift.
rearming.
Wonder if that one works. That's got a smiley face. Oh, he's smiling at me. Ah, oh, bless him. Right, while that's rearming and reloading, I'm just going to quick leg stretch. Shut the door down. Hopefully see, I don't know how to get my wingman to rearm and reload, so he's going to have to work it out for himself. Oh, quick leg stretch. What I might do is get my wingman to stay here. Right. Go to
Flight RTB.
Where is he anyway? He's over there somewhere. Right, I've refueled and altered my arm in a little bit. Well, should have done, I haven't. Come on. Fuel. Get rid of the inner pylons.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Really? Do I need the freaking door open? Do you boys not have radios? Unless I can't actually refuel and rearm here, I have to go somewhere else. Okay, remove. Unloadable. Right. Cancel that. I'm going to have to go over the other side, I think. Where's he landed then? We're still flying. Isn't going to work without fuel. See if I have to get on them other pads, maybe. I can't get fuel, we're scuppered. Check the map. Let's get this sorted. Okay, so I need to go guard Des. Fair enough. That makes sense. Where my wingman's off anyway. Right, we nip to guard Des quick, get some fuel, and rearm. Obviously, I can't rearm at the FOB. Rookie mistake. Should have followed my wingman, really. It's not far, it's just the other side of that city. Sorry, Convoy, I'll be back in a minute. where those two Chinooks went that flew over at the beginning. Just check. He's off. Right, I'm hoping I can get fuel and armour in here. Well, it's not looking promising. It's maybe a slight oversight in my mission preparation. In which case I'll have to go in and alter the mission and we shall rerun it at a later date. Look to be any fuel options, but you never know. Down on the runway. Wind is getting up a little bit. Right. Okay, so it's acknowledged that I've actually landed, which is a good sign. F11, F8, 1. Yes! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Right, get this stuff off. I should have checked that before I really took off, but me being me. So the two outer racks are going to have Hellfires. And we're going to go with that. Oh, gun ammo as well.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Hey. Right, they're going to refuel and rearm. In fact, I can hear the fuel going in. I'm going to bring the APU on. Bring everything down at idle, so I don't want to annoy the ground crew. APU is on.
Refueling complete.
So that's down at idle now, so it's not washing them away. complete. Just double check that.
Shutdown complete up here.
Right, that looks like we're done. We'll let the wingman carry on. I'm going to go out single crew. Okay, power's coming back up. So we got 2 pods of Hellfires and full ammo again. Full fuel. APU going off. And what's going on with that? Probably my dodgy landing. Right, park brake off. Oh, right. We are good to go. So I'm going to select route waypoint 3. That should get me straight up to where the convoy is. And that should be yeah. It's over to my east over there. No, south. One of the two. Cool. Everything's working. So I'm going to follow the same route back up again. A little bit quicker this time and a bit higher altitude. We get up there a bit quicker. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the Apache at the minute. I'm getting the hang of it slowly. It is a bit of a beast. Thanks to anyone that's been watching. I see someone there. If you'd like to leave a comment and say hello. Buff it in. quick. On the road again. Alright, let's get George back up and running.
Copy. Powering up the TEDs.
Slightly
FCR power coming on.
cooking the engines a bit.
Powering up the FCR. RLWR coming on. Startup complete.
Trying to get used to the trim.
FCR startup complete. Aircraft's armed. Scanning with TADs.
Yeah, we're 37 kilometers from waypoint 3 and the convoy are just before waypoint 3, so we're not too far away. Which is nice. Yeah, I was really cooking through some of that fuel. A lot faster than I anticipated. Flying sideways at the moment. Seriously out of trim. And I'll sort that out. Yeah, so I'm at 9,500-ish feet nearly. About 400 to 500 feet off the deck. Fully well, half armed now, because I don't need that many rockets. Fully fueled, fully cannoned, and heading back to the convoy. fly over the mountains. There's a bit of buffeting going on. Clear the trim.
Rotor RPM 5.
And saved.
Yeah, she's not liking climbing that fast. Nose down, thank you. Yeah, she didn't like that much. Going too fast, too high. All a learning curve. Doing 107 knots indicated. Yeah. See where the convoy is. Yeah, directly my front. They are not going to be happy with me. Once you get eyes on, I let them carry on. There they are. I'm back. Sorry, boys and girls. All looking intact though. F10. F1.
Roger! Starting the convoy!
Things I don't know how you'd manage to do that on the fuel without taking an extra tank minimum. Because you can put extra tanks on the wings and you get an internal, which is the centre slot. I don't see how you could do it without sacrificing weaponage. Anyway, let's keep an eye out ahead.
Aircraft's armed. Searching. Saved.
Stable again.
Scanning.
Something blocking the road ahead. Take a quick look. Are we trying to push through or stop? Over. The convoy is stopping! EODS are investigating the suspected IED. Stand by!
Ah, there it is. Didn't even spot that. Quest.
No IED found! The convoy may continue! Roger! Starting the convoy!
Yeah, it's just there. Where is it?
Wasn't gun. And slaving. Deslaving.
UAZ.
Scanning with TADS. Scanning with TADS.
Just hanging around.
Reslaving.
Convoy are doodling around.
Scanning with TADS.
They've slowed up a bit, the old convoy. We need to be on missiles.
Hellfire's up.
I need to be on guns.
Searching.
See if my wingman's got back to base yet. He's still en route. How does he headed off? So we've had a couple of IEDs, one ambush with an ID. We haven't lost anyone yet, which is nice. We are coming up on waypoint 3. So the last waypoint is where we're going to be landing. So far, so good. Although I've had to nip back to base, get some fuel. Check the fuel in about 10 minutes, so I better do that. Yeah, 950, we're good. We are good. That one's attacked. Okay, clear the trim. Sweet. Nothing.
Scanning for targets.
Back to normal. They haven't really flown much around this part of Afghanistan. I've done most of it, to be fair. Been pretty much around Camp Bastion, all the major hubs. This is kind of out in the sticks, which is good.
Sam, 11 o'clock. Searching.
Whoa. That was someone's pinging me. It's off to my 11 o'clock front, which may be the base we're going to. In which case I'm going to need to save that for now. Picked up a target. That was the FCR notifying me it's picked up a target somewhere.
Scanning for targets.
Okay, so waypoint 4 is a mere 15 kilometers away.
Sam, 11 o'clock. Searching.
Okay, I got a target 11 o'clock. Unknown, friendly, or enemy.
Roger. Slaving. Deslave.
Good, tight sweep. Nothing. Right, need to be on my toes now. Countermeasures on. This could just be the base we're heading to, but
Searching. Ground unit contact.
okay.
Laser on.
Not gonna fire yet. What is it?
Copy.
That's going to be the base. I don't want to sack that target off. Start tracking again.
Roger. Lasers off.
Keep an eye on it. But I got a sneaky feeling.
Scanning with TADS.
That is part of the base defences.
And slaving. Deslave.
Can't get a decent vision on it yet. I think they're ours, but I'm not going to engage without positively IDing. There's the convoy. Nice. Yeah, that's our base. Nice. Ooh, that was a bit worrying. Anyway, I need to
Scanning for targets.
excuse me. To focus on the road ahead, not a distant mountain. What the f is that? Is that smoke? Building. Lucky. Right, we're going to knock off the fire control radar because that's just picking up the base. Right, fire control radar is now off.
Scanning for targets.
Yeah, to be fair, the FTR isn't something I've had much dealings with. I know basically what it's doing. Good, convoy has sped up nicely. Getting to look ahead.
Roger. Deslaving.
Friendly. We've got as a city bus. Where's that? It's off there somewhere. It's miles away.
Scanning.
I've really enjoyed this mission. It's not gone exactly to plan with the issue at the beginning, but that was all my own fault. So the sim has worked perfectly. The mission has run perfectly, even with my little tweaks. I haven't managed to wreck anything. So yeah, very impressed. Hopefully if you're watching and you've got this far, Christ knows how long it's been. I think it's going to be on for a 3-hour blinking video. You're still here, thank you very much. Either watching live or in the future. Feel free to leave a comment. Always greatly appreciated. I would say if you want to like. If you don't have to. I'll never ask anyone to subscribe unless they really want to. Yeah. Must admit, Afghan is sometimes a very lovely looking place. If it wasn't for the people, the small minority of people running around trying to off everyone else. I need to do missions like this because it's a perfect opportunity to get the feel of the helicopter with high weight, high altitude. When I'm setting up my own missions, I'm kind of able to set it up so it's a little bit easier for me, even though I'm not really trying to do it. But this is just kind of pushing me into situations where I need to kind of figure stuff out, which is good. As I say, I've not smacked it into a mountain yet, so we're doing well on that. That's the base we're headed to over there. When we come round, I'll get George to have a look, see what we've got. It is pinging targets from over there, but that's the friendly, so I'm not too bothered about that.
Slaving. I'll be slaved.
Yeah, so we've got blinking launchers over there, which is what's kicking off the yeah. They've obviously got I got a M6 linebacker. SAM launcher, SAM launcher, SAM launcher, SAM radar, SAM launcher, a Paladin, a couple of Paladins, Bradleys, Humvees. Yeah, they have a variable selection of stuff over there, none of which I intend to play with. That's what the radar is pinging over there. In fact, I'll boot the FCR back up again. Just listen to it go absolutely nuts. I need to go utility, don't I? Utility, FCR, force bit, and that should be up again. Yeah. I do still have my eye on the convoy. They are progressing well. We haven't lost anyone yet, which is always a good thing. So they're just below me on the tail. Yeah, another good thing about this kind of mission, it's showing me decent little spots. Like this FOB up here. This would be a good little training area for me.
And slaving. De-slave.
Yeah, they're going alright. They're cruising along nicely. They should be taking a left in a minute. Up into the base. Hopefully then I can land and that'll be mission finished for the day. I'm going to have a play with Syria in a bit, off stream. Because that's meant to be like the best map in DCS. And looking at it, it's got Cyprus, most of Syria, and a few other countries that border it.
Scanning.
I'm going to have a fly around Cyprus, see what that's like, and I've got the version of this mission, the original one, that was actually designed around the Syria map. This one's just been adapted. So I'll be flying that on the Syria map as soon as I get my head around it. This one's been a good learner, teaching me a few things, fuel management mainly. Do a low pass quick. Now we're nearly home. So that's where the convoy's going to end up, in that base over there. I think that's FOB Clark. It's just under 90-kilometre journey. Multiple IEDs, we had one ambush. Haven't lost the Hummer yet. Or a member of the convoy, because I think we got trucks and all sorts in there. Yeah, there's a left turn. They're heading up into the base now. Not quite where I'm going to land, but we should have a look in a minute.
De-slave.
Yeah, they're all turning up into the base now. Warriors there, though, look at it. This is a nice base. Have a quick squeeze, see where I can land. We're at a lower altitude now, only like 4,000 feet-ish. So I shouldn't have much issue with lack of thrust. So this is FOB Clark. Quite nice actually. You can see some helicopters over there. Not quite sure where the actual helipad landing spot for me is. I'm assuming over there somewhere.
clear.
Great. Right, we're going to safe George.
Scanning for targets.
He is safe. No weapon.
DWASD.
Shut him down in a minute. Right, let's find my helipad. So I've taken off twice, and this is my second landing of the mission. So hopefully I don't balls this one up. I was a helipad, where would I be? Ah, there we are, over there. Right, clear trim. There's already one Apache over there. Is that Apache or is that a Chinook? It's an Apache. Right. Switch that on. Just so I can see through the airframe. One thing I will be adding is a flipping windsock, so I've got half a chance of figuring out which way the wind's coming from, because at the minute it's a bit of guesswork. Gently does it. Yeah, using the iHads to look through the control console so I can actually see what I'm up to. Ground effect. Damn it. Wave off. Going around. Started getting a ground effect and it was chucking me around all over the place, so we'll try that again. See where the wind's coming from. Hard to tell really. It feels like it's coming on my nose this direction, the way the aircraft's handling. Right, we'll switch all this crap off. Leave that on.
Aircraft's armed.
No.
Aircraft's armed.
Stop arming the flipping thing. Oh, damn you.
Aircraft safe.
Thank you very much. Right, let's try again. Pretty sure the wind is on that bearing. I think it was just when I got into ground effect it really started chucking me around. So I prefer to land with a little bit of forward momentum, but not too much that I rip the landing gear off, obviously. Brakes on. Parking brake on. Well, yeah, I think the wind was coming in from that direction there. It's causing a little bit of issue. Right, I'm going to do a shutdown, so APU's coming on. Shouldn't take as long to start up this time because it's already, the engine's already running. Let's see, switch that to that. Cool, so the APU's running, so I can bring back the throttles to idle. Get rid of the iHads now. Ugh. God blimey, this cockpit is going to stink of monkey butt. Yeah, we landed with about 700 fuel, so that wasn't too bad. Right, so bringing back engine 2. Engine 2 is coming down. Near the blades, start picking up some air.
Shutting down systems at the front.
He's shutting down his stuff. Okay, so engine 2 is down. We'll bring down engine 1. Engine 1's coming down. With the APU still on, it'll keep the power going. Oh, you don't have to do a lot then, do you? Yeah, that'll shut down the main engines, but the APU will keep everything else going until I fully switch off. We can bring the rotor brake in, help slow that down. Cool, so we can shut down the AP. In fact, turn the lights off first. Lights off. We're nearly there. Nearly time for a bacon sandwich. Make sure everything else is switched off. Park brakes on. Switch that off. Cool, APU coming off. So that isn't the correct checklist, but it's near as damn it. Cool, so that's just left the communication systems up and running. Then we switch the battery off and we are dead to the world. Yeah, the of aircraft player controls are a little bit janky, to say the least. Oh, got no head. That's not good. So yeah, this is my Apache I was flying today. I just want to have a look at the damage, if I'm honest, because I did feel that we got hit a couple of times. Oh yeah, we got hit on... Christ, we got absolutely peppered. Yeah, we got peppered on the left pod. Big time. That's all where the avionics gear is as well. Let's get the ground crew to take everything off. So we remove those. Get rid of the fuel, get rid of the ammo. Whether they do it or not, I don't know, because I'm outside the cockpit now. They may not be listening to me at all. So yeah, so that dome on the top of the rotors is the FCR, which is the fire control radar. That's an optional extra. If you've got a flight of 4 Apaches, only one of them actually needs, in theory, that to be on. The other 3 can run without it. Is this the one with it will send the information to the ones that haven't got it. Still got a full complement of chaffs. I'm just going to check the other side actually. I think it was just the left side because I was orbiting. Yeah, I can't see anything on this side. Did land one time with a couple of holes right next to the cockpit, which is a little bit disconcerting. So yeah, that is the flight for today. It's quite a long one. Thank you to anyone that's watching now or has watched during the mission. A lot of pointers I'm going to be learning from, especially with fuel management, and need to figure out the co-pilot kind of thing. It's got a stop it. It's got a wire chopper on the front. That bit. The wire goes up, it chops the wire off. That's cool. Sweet. Cool. Thank you for anyone that's watched, and I'll be doing another video probably next weekend now. So I'm back to work next week. Yes, thank you very much. Please leave a comment if you can. And I'll see you next time.